Hi guys, welcome back. Just going to do another little bit of fun turning today. These are all little bits that really are things you can get ready for your craft fairs and stuff. You know, you've got them all coming up soon, haven't you? It's spring soon. Before you know it, you need to get stock made up. I've been having fun with my spiralling tool and my little sprayer. Oh, those little Temu ones. I know a lot of you have jumped on it and gone and got the Temu one. I can't say how brilliant they are. Fantastic. You know, you don't have to lay out for a compressor and a hose and all that sort of stuff and different brushes. It's just cheap and cheerful and they work. Right, I'm going to zoom you in, get on with it straight away. This is just another little project I'm doing. Okay, something else. Someone did ask me about doing some certain bits, so right, I'm going to put you about there. Okay, and on this one I'm going to actually be starting with carbide, and I'm going to use my 9mm box, whether I'm doing small bowl, big bowl, whatever. These are all little small turnings, trying to do that to keep the videos short and quick, you know. Yeah, whether I'm doing bigger bowls, small bowls. Normally my main go-to one is the box hollower. You can see this cutter's quite old on here, so yeah, but it's still doing all right. So let's get going and do some turning. Face shield on. Okay, and I'm just going to use a box hollower. Now you'll see I am above centre. Okay, I'm that much above centre. When I'm cutting, my handle will be down and I will actually be cutting this high above centre. Okay, that's how I work it. Let's start it up and start turning. Just going to nibble away a few bits first, get those corners out of the way. You'll hear when they're gone. Approach it no differently to what you do with a spindle gouge or a bowl gouge or whatever. Same cut. Just going to come in this way. So I don't blast off that top end. This is a bit of pine, by the way. Yep, they're near enough round on there. Now you can do push cut if you want. Come in, rotate it. There'll be a bit of bounce there because it's still not round. Look. Okay, it's round there, not there. So there'll still be a little bit of bounce. Hence the noise. Okay. But yeah, we can do a push cut, like I said. Normally I'd have the handle down and just come round here, like this. So you can see where it's getting it there. But if you want a push cut, just cut in, rotate, keep it over so you're on the bevel, like this. There's the bevel, no cutting. You'll get bounce there where it comes round. That's on the end grain. Just slow up a little bit as you come across that end grain. And there you go. Right, and that's not a bad finish on that already. Now I'm going to come in, do a little bit of a clean up. There we go. There's a little bit here that's giving me trouble. I don't know what that is yet. I'm going to see in a minute. There, let's have a look and see what that is that's actually giving me that. Ah, there you go. Look, those knots. Okay, those knots. Now we're getting a little bit of tear on the end grain because of those knots. But I'm going to show you how to clean that up now. Get a nice clean finish on pine with carbide. A lot of people have trouble with getting tear out on it, okay? And the way to get that nice and clean, so it will go to your detail scissors. Okay, let me bring you around here a bit so you can see this. And we go over to our detail chisel, drop the handle right down. Nice, that feels nice. You've got to go with the other hand, because I'm up against the wall there. There, that's the bevel on, and we're getting a lovely shear cut to clean up this pine. Just there, that's where that knot is, I can feel it. It will cause you to get a bounce, and if it gives you a little bit of a bounce, you've got to go very gentle, because if it bounces, it will give you the tear out and tool marks. That feels alright. That feels alright there. Have a look at it and see. Yeah, we've cleaned up. We've pretty much cleaned up most of that torn grain there. Okay, it's all good. Right, let's get a tenon put on the bottom, and also, right, I'm going to just take that a little bit, move around that way a little bit, sorry, so I can do the tenon. Back to the 9mm box follower. I'm a bit below centre there, so I've got to come up. Below centre was for the for doing the cut to get the finish. Right, I'm just going to come in. A few cuts in. That's it. That tenon should do me. Should get hold of that with those jaws alright. Going to roll this around a little bit. Right, that's nice there. Now what I want to do is put me what's it back? Put my detail one back, that's out the way. Now, what I want to do, I've got to give that a bit of a sand before I go any further. Nice, quick sand like that, and it's all good. I will come back to finish that bottom. I'm not going over the top at the moment with the sand. I just want to get it as a finish. It gums it up quite a bit. So I have to keep moving the paper, because look, that's pine. It gums the paper up so quick. It really does. Right, that's that. Stop that. Now, what I want to do is I want to put a couple of little lines in. Let me bring you around this way a bit. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. I'm going to put a little line there, and another little line just there. Right, so that's nice. Just using the detail 90 for that. Now I'm going to slow that right down. Now I've not tried it on pine for doing what I'm going to do, but we're going to do a little bit of a texture on here. Use my texturing tool. Now I'm slowing this down to just over the 400 and right, and 474. That's come up as. Now let me just check where this is. Yeah, I'm sort of a little bit low. Right, and I'm just going to put a little bit of a detail on this. I'll try and go quite deepish if I can. Let me have a look at it. That's makes your eyes go funny. Where it's on this grain here, it's blended in with it. It makes your eyes go a bit funny, that does. Right, okay, that should be alright. That should be alright there. Now what I'm going to do, start that up again. I'm going to put my board there. So I know it's awkward for you to see that, but I can't get, I ain't got Lisa in, I can't get the camera around to that bit. Use me little Temu airbrush. I'm just going in the middle there, on that. Yeah, I think that's going to be alright like that. We'll see when we take another cut over the top of that. Okay, I'm going to take another little cut over there. So I'm going to turn my speed up, get it back up. That'll help dry it out as well. Right. Should be low enough with that surround. Get that in there, and I'm going to come across that with the detail chisel and hopefully get that to just take that top edge off of it. That's it. I don't want the I mainly just want what's in there, in the texturing, you know. And I'm going to come back with my detail 90 once I've moved my tool rest up a bit, of course. Come back with detail 90. I'm going to clean those two grooves up. That feels nice. That feels alright actually. That feels pretty good. So now we'll do a little bit more of a sand, and then I'll see what it's like. See how it come out. Might not come out right. Might come out alright, might not have. I'm going to get in those grooves. Really nice. Yep. That all feels nice at the moment. Now, let's have a look at it and see what we've got. See how that texturing come out alright there. Yeah, that's come out alright. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. That's come out alright, that texturing. For a bit of pine, you know. That's all it is a bit of pine. So I've got to move it back around there. Right, now then. Yeah, right, let's turn that back on. We'll give it a little bit of a burnish, like that. And then what we've got to do, I'm going to put a little bit of sanding sealer on it, try not to actually wash the black off. The stain shouldn't come off. I say shouldn't. So I'm going to stop it. And I just want a little bit of sanding sealer over it, like so. That's alright, that's come out nice. Hope that just helped to seal that little bit in. Get it started up again. A few more shavings. Help to burnish that off. That's it. And then I'm going to put a bit of Kinuba wax over the top of this. But try not to get it to sort of bulk up inside the... Yeah, highlight it a little bit if anything. A bit like putting embellishing wax or something on there, you know. Might get in there a little bit. I don't know. But hopefully that'll be alright and that'll look alright. Just playing with ideas, guys. Someone did ask, could you do texturing on the outside of a bowl? Well, yes, you can. You can texture the outside of a bowl, and that shows it. That's quite nice. Bit of wax in there. Needs to go. I need to go into the. Need to get your fingernail into that groove. There we go. So there's a little bit of wax in there. That's all that is. Yeah, right, that's going to be okay. Right, that's enough because it's going to take too long otherwise. I'm going to pull you around this side. You can still see everything. Get this off. Yeah, that's alright actually, it's not too bad. Here's a bit of a pattern around it. A little bit of a miss there where there's a knot. So the texturing tool didn't quite get on that knot. But that's alright. I don't mind that. Like I say, you can spend more time getting this to work a bit better for you. I'm just doing a quick little demo bit, but they're cheap, cheerful little things to sell, you know. Yeah, I'll hold that on a set of sharp jaws, I think. Still testing these Rutland ones. Can't fault it at the moment. I did, as I say, do my own key for it. I weren't keen on the chuck key with it. Nothing wrong with it, it works fine, but it wasn't, I didn't like it too much for me, so I used my own one. But yeah, it's working all good. I can't say that it's really any better than like any of the other ones. It had a good price for it, so that was good. I think what was going to be really nice was if they had done the right, oh, sorry, I want the box holder again. If they had done the sort of on centre, I want the carriers, so you could have put other jaws on carriers and just wind them out and in. That would have been nice. Right, let's get that cleaned up first. Clean this front up, and then we're going to start. I'm going to go in flat at first, because obviously you can with a carbide. That will really get it moving quick. Not the best. Won't give you a very nice finish, but we will be rolling over in a bit. There we go. Now we can come in and get some of our more sort of a finished cut on it. Right, I'm maybe a little bit high. We'll come down a little bit. Now when you're hollering with the carbide and you're going to roll over, be careful when you come in on this edge. You come in here and you roll it and you catch that top, you will get a nasty catch. So keep it closed. Same as you do with a, about the same as you do with a bowl gouge or a spindle gouge. Let's get this down a bit more in the bottom here. So get that first. Right, it's about hollowing up in the bottom. Clean that front edge up, and I'm going to come in and take another. See how I close it? Come in on that edge and open it, roll it slightly. Nice, you get a nice cut there. And then we come down onto this bottom. Right, I went a little bit too big on that bottom and got a little dimple. I got myself a little dimple there. There, that's gone. Right, that's alright, that's not too bad actually. Right, okay. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to slow this down. I'm going to add another little bit on this edge of my spray around this bottom end. Try not to get it on that inside if I can help it. This works really well, this gun. You can really position it and gives you a lovely small bit controllable. You know, it's not going all over the place. It's not going all over the place. Which is nice. So I'm going to slow that right down. 400 and 75. Pretty much again. Now what we're going to do another little bit of texture. I'm loving this texturing tool. I really am. There we go. That's all it takes to do something just different on your bowl, you know? To do something different. Right, let's have a look here and see what it came out like. Yeah, that's going to be alright. That's different. That's different. Right, now what I'm going to do is for this bolt, I'm going to come in with me SCH. That's the box follower. I'm going to come in with the SCH. This is the SCH3. Doesn't have to be big bowls, any size bowls will do. You can use this on. Get that over there a bit. And we're going to come in and take a nice little peanut cut with the SCH3. I think that's alright. Very slight dip to the middle, so I'm going to put the bevel on, come back, and there it is. It picks it up straight away. Yeah, that's good. Right, that's that done. Now I'm going to have to stop it and clean that out. So that can all come out. Yep, that's good. Right, okay. Turn that on. Turn my dust extractor on. And just a nice speed. I'm going to just come in here. I always like this for inside a bowl. I'm doing the inside of a bowl. I always try to use my little drill, my Makita for sanding. The only thing is, this time really prods it up quick. And obviously we're going to get a bit of dust around that. Look at that. It just prods the pad up so quick to find. But that's alright. So I'm going to 240 grit. And I'll probably leave it at that, just 240. Only because if I don't, I'm probably going to ruin my pad. Nice. There we go. I'm not touching that front edge a bit. That front edge, I'm just doing a bit of a burnishing. Got a bit white, but don't worry, that's going to come out with the sanding seam that's going to take that out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of sanding sealer. Like I say, this is just a play. That's it. It's not too much black on that rim, see? Most of it's gone. It was just there to highlight the texturing, really. Okay, you need to play about with that with your sprays and stuff and have more time. I'm being very quick here. I'm not really taking any time with things, but there we go. It's quite nice. And Again, I'm going to come in here just with some carnauba wax. So get a nice even coat. Let me see what that looks like. Yeah, it looks nice in there. That looks alright round there. Let's give a little bit of a pattern on that. I don't know what you can see. Yep, you can see that. That all looks quite nice. So let's take this out of here. Yeah, that's quite nice. That it's not over the top on the patterning, but the side is the side's nice with the patterning. So let me just come around here and let's see what you can see. Yeah, nice with that on the side with the patterning. A couple of bits, well, like I said, where the knot was, it sort of probably is not cut as deep. Well, it won't, because it's texture, and that's the texturing one on the top. You see we've got a nice little finish in the bottom there. That's it, a nice little bowl. I'm gonna get that bottom taken off, and I will see you on the next one. To the pit.